up, everybody? Welcome to the Me Show. It is I, and only I. No one else in here, right, guys? I can say anything I want to say, spoil anything I want to spoil. Fabulous secrets will be revealed to you when I raise my mighty sword. I feel like Bill's here.
You're not alone.
Hi, not Bill.
You're not alone.
Oh, Kirby. If you knew anything about me, it'd be that I don't say nothing. That's double negative. That means I say everything. I do say everything, but I don't give any secrets. I slap people around.
You had the miraculous ability to say everything, but nothing at all.
That's right. Verbal diarrhea spews forth from my mouth with zero information. That's what I'm good at. Hey, look, they're wearing their soft goods. So yes, exciting. So we had ChrisCon a week and a half ago, and now we got PowerCon. So we had CCon, PCon, and we got GCon coming up, baby. All the cons, every letter of the alphabet. I had a thought in my head, but I'm not going to say it. I'll tell you later, Diego. If you have a secret, it would be preferable for it to be fabulous. This is true. Fabulous secrets were revealed to me. Everyone's going to be heading out tomorrow. We've got a caravan going, much too early for me. Everyone's leaving at the ass crack of dawn, and I don't do that. Also, I got to take care of my kids in the morning. Otherwise, maybe I would do it, but I wouldn't like it because that's too early for me. I don't like it. So there's going to be a couple different cars going, a couple different trucks going. There's going to be a lot of product going. And everyone, what time are we going to make it there? Like around 2-ish, I would think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Yeah, somewhere around there. Somewhere between noon and 3, let's just say.
Let's hope.
Let's hope, yes. No, there's hopefully not going to be any product, falling off the back of the truck, if you know what I'm saying.
I hope not, because the first thing that's off the truck is
Holy moly, Tom. I was going to say Tom. I don't know what I was going to say. Anyway, why am I looking at $1,000 flights from Phoenix? Are you kidding me? I mean, from New Jersey, it was like $300. I will be flying tomorrow. Not my preference. I would rather have gone in the car and harassed George the entire ride, but George was complaining, and HR stepped in. HR being me, of course. And I made an executive decision that I will fly. But yes, like I said, I got to take care of the kids tomorrow for a little bit in the morning, and then I will be heading out at noon. I'll be arriving probably about the same time as everyone else, except it's going to take me 2 hours. So tempted to just up and go. You should. It's going to be an awesome show. Between noon and 3, maybe 4, possibly 5 or 6, 7 at the latest, for sure by 8. I hope by 8, because guess what? 8 o'clock, I think, is when we're done. Oh, wait, what time did they kick us out from setting up? Is it 8 o'clock?
I do not know.
Yeah, so I mean, once we get there, I like that. Oh, Kirby. Oh, that is perfect. Diego, check out your screen. I'm not even going to read it. I want you to read it. That is perfect. Thank you, Kirby. Yeah, you just made a monster out of me.
Yeah, Kirby, that means we need HR to deal with him.
Woo! Oh, I'm leaving that up for George when he comes.
He's such a menace that HR's already pinged in his name.
Oh, that is beautiful. I'm going to have to give you a sticker or something, Kirby. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I'm so excited now. I'm thrilled at this newfound fact. It's a fact. You can't even dispute it. Oh, this is awesome. So we'll get there. I would assume we're gonna unload and do some setup. What do you think, Diego? Sorry, Diego's working. Yeah. Everybody's busy right now to get ready for tomorrow.
We're gonna do hopefully some unloading and setup.
Well, you're gonna be doing unloading. Hopefully, you're gonna be doing setup.
All depends on how people feel about,
Well, people are going to want to stretch their legs is all I'm saying. It's a long car, right? You're going to want to move. I'll help after my 2-hour flight. Well, I'm going to be setting up mine for sure because I want to get it set up and not have to deal with it on Friday. I want to walk around. And
Are you gonna have anything special at your table?
so am I going to have anything special at my table? Why? So kind of you to ask. I will have 2 exclusives at my table, just fun little chintzy exclusives. It was something that I was trying to do very quickly, which meant I had to get the tooling really, really, moving quickly. And so, come sit down with it.
Dude, it's dope. Right?
Come sit down with it.
Go sit down.
Come sit down. That's gonna be really loud near here. You're right with the microphone.
Jeremy brought me that.
Oh my lord. I'm just gonna mute it.
What's happening with this thing? Where did you get this road sign?
Jeremy brought it for me.
Dude, look at this thing.
That's bananas.
Freaking real.
I could put a hand strap on it and it'd be functional.
I love the coat hanger on the back.
That's the hanging on the wall. This is
Yeah.
to really use it like a fucking.
That's fine. Yeah, but
It'd be the other way, yeah.
Right?
Your hand would be on the upper part. So you see the other.
Yeah, you'd be a right-handed sword wielder. Get
You
your
gotta,
fat hand through
you
there.
gotta loosen that up.
George, we've discovered something amazing.
Hello and welcome to
I'm
Four-ish
going
Horsemen
to
O'Clock.
talk over you
We're
while
here.
you talk. I want you to read the screen first before you even start anything.
You can't spell Chris without HR.
Yeah, you see the disappointment in his face. Oh, I'm ecstatic right now.
I mean,
You can start your spiel now. Hello, welcome to Four-ish Horsemen O'Clock. My name is George, and this is my co-pilot Chris, and we are going to take you on a ride of a lifetime.
Z-bots.
And Z-Box. We're going to poop them out. Are you done yet?
no.
Anyway, so
Playing.
okay, you go. So George seems a little guarded. So yeah, so I'll have two little exclusive figures. Got the body and some of the head tooling finished.
This is perfect.
I will see them. I will see them in person tomorrow, as long as they arrive at the hotel. They're coming straight from China, right to the hotel, and it'll be a limited edition. Who is it? Who is it? Hello.
So
What an awesome show.
A musical show.
What an awesome show we have. What an awesome show we
You
have.
should travel with that in your car.
This is
truck.
insane.
So
If the product don't make it there tomorrow, that's who you blame. Who you driving with? I forget.
Brute scale, baby.
Oh yeah. I hope you guys make it.
Me
They're
too.
Ujack
I hope you.
himself.
Sorry. You'll make it. I hope you make it to the right location.
We'll see.
Who's gonna be driving?
Uh,
What's the plan? What time are you leaving?
what's with all the questions, bro?
What time? I'm genuinely curious as to what time you're leaving tomorrow. Being as how Greg is not a morning person.
Greg is ready to go right now. He is ready to leave.
He's gonna sleep in the van.
He's in the van already.
It's on the van. We need
Greg
space
is,
in the van.
Greg is ready to go.
We need to get him a Sir Ujak costume so we could just stand at the booth.
That would be awesome. So what time are you leaving tomorrow?
Ask Greg. He's right there.
No, I'm asking you. What time are you leaving tomorrow?
Greg, you ready to go? What time we leaving?
He's gonna say.
We're meeting at the studio at 7 a.m.,
He's gonna say whatever time you were going, George.
which is usually about 3 hours after I go to bed. So we'll see how this works out.
Is that from Baby?
So stuff works out that way sometimes.
Sometimes. All right. And
Mostly
then,
Jessica does the baby stuff.
and then what are your kind of plans? Like, who do you think is going to be driving?
I would imagine I will be driving
The whole way?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm scared. It's out there. Oh. Who is it?
I've never driven with Greg. Oh no.
Yeah!
Oh no.
Move over!
They let anybody in here.
Red Rover! Red Rover! Let Huckabone come over!
Oh, look at this. Who let this guy in the
Yeah,
building?
Who let the hook out?
Oh, hello.
Who let this guy?
Oh, no, I can see it's coming back.
Who let this
The
guy?
crazy
into
beard's
the-
coming back.
Yeah. What's up?
How you doing?
This feels right.
Officially
Hey,
me.
yeah,
Officially
yeah,
me.
A couple of random boxes.
Yeah. Wow, it's my favorite. It's my favorite.
I like this.
So, all right. Now, this is the first time I've ever met you.
And you hugged him like
Yeah, I know, right?
It's fucking
I'm
weird.
That's how things happen.
Listen, listen.
Fucking weird.
He doesn't know. You maybe remember. We have a connection. We're both named
You and
Huck.
I?
We're both named Huck.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes,
hey.
yeah. Because when I was customizing a long time ago, my nickname or my working name was Heads Up Customs. So it was, HUC. And then when I heard about Huckabone, I said, "Oh my goodness gracious! I need to just meet this guy just because." So we have 2 Hucks in the house now.
And then every
And
time
then-
you've been here, we wouldn't let it go.
Yeah, I know, right? I came a couple times and I missed you twice.
Barely breathing hard. Yeah.
The rate of talking, the speed of talking between these two, I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna be like Eeyore over here. Thanks
sit in the
for
middle.
noticing me. No, I sit over here so I can slide out while you guys are fucking.
Oh, no, we'll pull you back in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So so why don't you give a very quick intro and tell the folks the it's only 44 people today, just because they didn't know you're going to be on the show today. That's all.
Damn it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Tell the
Watch it
44
later.
people.
I'm gonna tell them who you are. This is Mark Huckabone, collector extraordinaire, dealer to the stars, and all around nice guy.
That's what I hear.
Well, I think he's really kind words.
I read some stuff on Instagram that some people were saying about your booth at San Diego, and it was all kind things, followed by, except I couldn't get anything because I couldn't find him.
Okay, okay, Jim just told me that, and I only left the booth twice.
Wait, we got another connection here.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, I only left the booth twice, and one was for the first day was because of Hugo. Yeah, of course.
All right, we're not going to bow out
Yeah,
Hugo
yeah,
live
yeah,
on camera.
This is live. There's no editing.
People that know Hugo, they know
They know why we
that's
say
all we
Hugo.
need. Yes, Hugo. Yeah, right. So yeah, he messed me up for 2.5 hours. But,
Wow, he does
Yeah.
better than me.
yeah, right. But that's that's typical. So yeah, but otherwise I couldn't be the booth. It's just like it was.
Apparently, you had a very nice booth this year.
Yeah, actually, I think it's so weird. I had only 4 days to prep. Usually, I try to prep 2 months in advance. This time, it was a complete shit show. I say that, but the booth ended up looking beautiful, which I was very pleased with. But
Some things that they'll want to know is he collects and sells like retros.
I mainly specialize in 70s.
Mostly Hugo.
Superpowers? Oh no, Nico.
Nah, guys, 70s got to come first. Once Migo went out of business, then DC Kenner jumped on a DC license right away with Superpowers, and Mattel jumped on Marvel for Secret Wars. But the OG ones are Migo.
So what is
1972 to 1983.
how much is this thing worth?
This would sell for about in this condition.
$2.68.
Yeah, right.
I see the price tag right on
Yeah,
there.
you can buy for $268, and you can get anywhere from $1,500 to $4,500. Depends on the condition and which version card.
Wow.
This one goes right about.
That looks
In this condition, about $3,000.
I was gonna say, I was
Yeah,
very
yeah, this
clean.
one's really nice.
May I just hold it closer to the
Sure.
How,
Yeah.
what's your
He's gone.
what's the one you've sold for the most money? You don't have to say the money you sold it for, but what's the figure you sold for the most money?
Well, mine was okay. There's Hakes just sold a Cardi Green Goblin, and that was I sold my extra one. I sold 2 extra ones, but I sold my extra sealed one back in 2010.
So Carter Green Goblin.
Yeah, Cardi Green Goblin is Cardi Green Goblin is definitely the highest. The Australian Wonder Woman is number 2. We sold one at Toy Hunter. Yeah, so we. Actually, the episode was called 28K Wonder Woman. Was the name of the episode? But
How did
Let me-
but actually, I would pay more than that to get her back right now because I can sell it again. So anybody out there, I'll pay $30. Give me a real nice one.
And now, do you think that's something you would find at PowerCon, or like where would you find something like
Well,
that?
PowerCon is,
You'll find it at his booth.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, Migo, I'm only bringing 2 boxes because I have to catch a.
Who's bringing 2 boxes?
I have to. Well, you guys are driving.
Yeah,
one box.
we're bringing your 2 boxes.
You guys are driving 1 box in. I'm bringing 2 more boxes. I have 2 boxes. I'm gonna, if I can catch an 8:00 flight to Arizona, I'm gonna go to that warehouse to bring stuff. I have to catch an 8 o'clock flight tonight to be in Arizona tonight to be able to catch a 4 o'clock flight to.
This guy's got
to
warehouses in
Columbus
every state.
tomorrow.
He's got a warehouse everywhere.
How much
around
is the
US.
flight going to be? Because you know what? Somebody actually earlier just said they were in, what was it, Tempe, did you say? Or Phoenix? Do you remember?
I'm flying. It's going to be out of Phoenix, but the
Yeah, this guy said he's looking at flights that are $1,000 from Phoenix to.
tell him go to American Airlines. I just booked it. My flight was 4 something. I think it's 4.
Tom, go to American Airlines.
I just booked mine 20 minutes ago in the car before I came inside here.
Shocking.
And mine was 4. Yeah, mine was 400. So, yeah, I know. But that was early for me. Usually I'd be booking it by tomorrow morning.
At the
Oh,
airport.
Yes, right?
You got any
Yeah.
flights?
No, you know what? Guess what? You can't even buy it. I forget what you're.
At the counter.
Yeah, I forgot. You know, sometimes I can't remember where I'm at. Sometimes I go to the airport and like, where to? I go Chicago. They're like, well, you're here. I mean, New York, because I always forget where I am. But it's just
Oh,
kind of
God.
crazy. But yeah, so I was one of the airports I was at. Oh, it was. Gosh, I don't remember. I think it was New Jersey. I could be wrong.
Still in New Jersey.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I know New Jersey.
You're in New Jersey,
It was
right?
it was last week though, so I don't remember. New York. I don't remember. But anyway, I was at the airport and I usually do American
This is
and they.
exhausting.
I know, right? So I was at the airport and they didn't, and I usually do American, and they didn't have the time I needed, so I couldn't get on the. I missed American, I think. That's a shock. But anyway, so I had to run over to United, and so then I went to go buy. And there's it. My 2 boxes were overweight, and if it's over 50 pounds, you have to pay $150 extra. Yeah, you have to pay $150 each box extra if it's over 50 pounds, unless you're first class. So then, so then they go, "Are you at first class?" That's what we would. So yeah. So they said so. So the guy goes, "Well, are you in first class?" I'm like, "No." And I go, "I was gonna book first class, but it was like $180 more." So I thought I'll just do the coach this time. And he goes, "Well, these boxes are going to charge you $100 extra each box."
Oh my God.
Because one was 52 pounds and one's 53 pounds. I'm like, okay, well, it's $200. It's $180 for first class. I might as well
Sorry,
pay
they
that.
don't
Yeah.
pay $180.
Yeah. So I was trying to do it on the phone and I couldn't get it to work. And then he was trying to do it. I was actually on the phone with the lady. On their desk on the phone. She's like she didn't know what she was doing. So he's like, just hang up on her. We'll take you inside and buy the ticket. So I hung up on the lady after being on hold for a long time. I get inside and the lady at the desk is like, "Oh no, we don't sell tickets." I go, "And you can't buy a plane ticket at an airport?" And she's like,
Wow.
she goes, "No, not since." She goes, "I've been here since February and you can't." I was like, "Since when can you not buy a ticket in the airport?" So I know the world's changing, people, but I don't know. But I think that's the most bizarre thing. I'm like, it's because sometimes on the app it says book at the airport. Well, how can you book at the airport if you can't buy a ticket at the airport? It's kind of crazy, but
That's weird.
Yeah, right,
So we're all going to PowerCon.
yes, we are, and we're going to buy for 80s toys, right? Well,
What else are you gonna
well,
have?
Migo Meat is actually merging with PowerCon, so might be some Migos there.
Oh.
So I have 2 boxes with 3 boxes. They're bringing 1 box in. They're driving a box of Migos in for me, and I'm flying hopefully to Arizona tonight to pack 2 boxes of 80s, maybe Ninja Turtles in a box and He-Man for the other one.
Wow.
That's kind of a plan.
Do you have?
And there's always room for
What else is here?
Star Wars.
Oh, card backs.
Star Wars proof cards.
Whoa.
I had the old proof cards from years ago. Now,
Wow.
now it's time to do the new ones. So,
Oh, that's so cool.
Where do you get stuck?
Shh, don't ask.
Sometimes.
Don't ask.
Secret. Santa Claus. Santa Claus helps me.
Yeah.
Santa Claus and his elves hooked me up. Yeah. So it's good to know Santa.
That's
It's
crazy.
like, yeah.
What else?
Do people collect these things?
Yes,
Oh,
you kidding?
God, yes.
Okay, I had 48 of the 92 Power of the Force unproduced ones. Or whatever. There was 90. I think there's 92 bags. I could be wrong because been a long time. I'm a little rusty on that. But I had 48 of them of I think of the unproduced ones. You know, I remember I sold my Yak Face. It was like in 1996. I sold my Yak Face Power of the Force proof card. It's the only way you can get the U.S. card because all the Yak Face's Power of the Force were Canadian cards. But the proof card for the U.S., you know, the actual proof card was a U.S. card. So there's only I think maybe I only knew 3 of them. I don't know really how many were total, but back then it was like 3 known. I sold mine for $1,000 back in 1992.
Damn.
1992 or 1996, and back then it was a lot of money. Now I mean, I get 35,000.
Holy crap!
So it's like still, but again, I made I took that and flipped over something
Yeah,
else.
I'm sure you
else.
were.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I had 2 Princess Leia's in the white gown. So the original layout on the Power of the Force card. And I sold her for $1,000 at the same time. in the Luke Bestman and a Han Hoth to the guy. I'm just gonna try to track the guy down and see if he wants to tell us.
Are you tired of them yet?
Well, yeah, but he's the guy that really didn't go online, and he hasn't really like, as far as I know, nobody like I don't hear his name ever.
Right.
So he's a secret guy. And it's like so I want to see if
You
he's
gotta
still
find him.
yeah.
You gotta find
You
him.
gotta- we are, but-
you got to leave the goosey in here.
I don't think he's
Yeah, I know,
watching.
yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that guy's watching our
Yeah.
show.
Oh, come on. He's like more than 40. Well, how many people?
47 now.
47. Oh, he might have
More.
been one or two that clicked on. I bet it's him.
He jumped on.
Yeah,
He's like,
right.
Mark's on? Let me see what he's saying.
Yeah.
You heard Star Wars card backs? And Mark, what?
He felt the force.
You felt a disturbance in the force.
That's right. Those servers I haven't felt in years.
So so you're gonna be there the whole weekend?
Yeah, well, it's so funny because I was like, it's a 2-day show. Because last year I flew in on Saturday. I flew on Saturday with 2
Yeah,
boxes.
you missed Friday.
Yeah, I flew in on
Oh,
Saturday
my
with 2
God.
boxes, and then I was gonna put some stuff on my buddy's table, and then that was nice, and there was a space that opened up, so there was one.
He found an empty booth.
Yeah,
Is what he said.
well, there was. I think there was something that didn't show up or something.
Yeah.
So he's like, "You want that spot?" And originally I didn't want to leave because I wanted to just be where my friend was, so we could actually kind of help watch, the table and stuff, each other's booth. So then I'm like, "Oh, God, I'll be by myself now. This sucks," but it was cool. So it worked out fine. So I moved to my own little table and stuff with turtles and stuff, and it actually went really well. So
Okay.
so then because I haven't done it because before it was California before.
Yeah, right.
I missed a few shows, so I wasn't used to the going from the West Coast to Midwest, but I grew up in the Midwest, so it was cool. So
So where do you live now?
I live in Los Angeles.
Mostly. Okay.
I'm not mostly there. Yeah, I'm actually in New York more than I'm in LA.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But but I live technically in Los Angeles on Sunset. So, I'm there, I make cameo appearances. Actually, I have to be there by the end of the month because my driver's license expires on my birthday, August 29th. So I won't be renting any cars, and I won't be going traveling until I get my ass back home.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
So right now, I'm not available to get back until the 21st. So it's only giving me. Yeah, I know. And one of the last times I came to Chicago to see a DJ, because I used to promote for nightclubs in Chicago. And Richie Houghton is a great techno DJ, middle house techno DJ. So I went to go see him. It was my birthday. So I'm going to go treat myself and go see Richie and hang out with my ex-girlfriend. So I flew in, and then I'm at the airport. I'm at the car rental place. The guy goes, "Happy birthday! Do you have anything that's not expired?" And I'm like, "Huh?" He looks, and he looks at me. He's like, "Your license expired." I'm like, "Shit!" And I'm like, "Since when?" He goes, "Since today." He's like, "And we can't rent you a car with expired license." So I was stuck at the airport, and it was 11. They called it midnight. It was there at 11:45 at night, and it was like now all the rental cars are in one spot. But back then it was Enterprise, and they had their own location. I'm like, I can't get to the old ones in time. They'll close in 14 minutes. So I had to take the blue line to Chicago to go see my ex-girlfriend to go to the show and had all my shit with me. That's called a Tuesday.
No, this is a Mark Huckabone bucket life.
You're right.
Every single story of yours is that exact
I know, right?
story.
Exactly.
It's that exact story.
Oh,
And sometimes
my
it
Lord.
gets old, but sometimes it doesn't.
But it's always a new story I've never heard
Right.
of the same tragic event that's happened.
Well, hey, sometimes I have great luck in a lot of things, and I'm
It's
on
balanced.
it. Well, I feel blessed for that. But there's if any annoying little thing that can go screw up your day, it's Charlie Brown. That's me. So my brother bought me a Charlie Brown shirt for Christmas the one year. And I'm like, screw you, buddy. He's like, the first time I wore it, I was driving down. I was catching a flight on 405 at the time. I lived in the valley in Northridge, and I'm racing down to LAX, racing down to my warehouse to park the car, and then take an Uber to the airport. And so I'm racing down. I'm like, shit, I'm really kind of close. Next thing you know, I had a flat tire. A flat tire. I'm like, wearing a Charlie Brown shirt. The first time I'm flat tire, I'm like, yeah, I'm cussing out my brother. So I pull over, and there's a group of people, and they're watching me. I'm in a parking lot, and all this shit. So I'm sitting in a truck, so I'm opening up and taking all this stuff out to get to the jack, which I was like, because I'm like, where's the jack? I've never used it before. It was inside a compartment. So I'm like, I think it's in here. I'm like, open it to take everything out. So I'm sitting there, I'm changing the tire. I'm doing it myself. And screw it. And you see people laughing at me in the parking lot. So I'm like, screw you guys. Why are you laughing at me? And I couldn't see where they're at. But there's a bunch of trees and stuff. So there's like blocking sign, but they just kept looking at me like the whole time. I'm like, whatever, ass, you want to come help me, whatever. So I finally get done 40 minutes later, right? Then I unload everything, got the tire changed, put everything back in. And then I go to pull up and I see, all of a sudden I move past the trees. I can see the sign. It was a tire and brake place. I'm like, come on! It's a tire and brake place. So that's why they're laughing at me because I'm a moron. They're like, why doesn't this guy just spend like $20 and go to our parking lot? So I could
Oh my gosh.
5 feet more, but it's held the sign. So then I yelled at my brother again because it's a Charlie Brown shirt. I changed the tire across the street from the parking lot. I was so mad at myself. I'm like, what a maroon. I could have scooted up a little bit farther.
Wow.
All right? So that's why they're laughing at me. And I'd be laughing at me too. I'd be like, you dumbass. But yeah, that's called Wednesday.
Story. Yep,
Yeah,
that's a
and then
Wednesday.
versus
Yeah.
Tuesdays is Wednesday.
And then you sell a card back for $18,000.
Yeah,
So it all balances out.
Yeah, I'm
It
like,
balances up. Yeah, it balances up.
sometimes, yes, right? Right, you never know. But yeah.
Oh Lord. What's do you know what your booth number is going to be?
Yeah, I didn't even ask
Yeah,
because
right.
I knew there was not a chance.
The only one I know is
Wait,
San.
wrong picture. Hold on.
The only one I know is San Diego. If you guys ever go to San Diego, I'm always under the 700 aisle sign. At least I've been for the last. I've been doing this show for 32 years, 33 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I've been in the same. Usually back in the day, I'd switch around because I'd always book it at the last second. So I got wherever. I have even had up to 3 booths before. I had Walkie Talkies too. We had airline Walkie Talkies, really good ones at the time.
Yeah.
And because my buddy from the airline had these extra Walkie Talkies, so we were using them at the show. And I had 3 booths: a 10-foot booth, a 20-foot
remember
booth,
when you were
and a
at the
30-foot
booth,
booth.
yeah.
Yeah. So I had 3 different booths in San Diego, and the Walkie Talkies broke down.
Oh my God.
And they broke, and I broke down with them because at that show, because I had 3 booths and I couldn't contact the other 2 anymore. I'm like, and they were sending people to run back and forth. They're so busy.
yeah.
And after that, I went down to 1 booth. I went down to 1 10-foot booth for 5 years to recoup the mental breakdown I had having 3 booths and it broke down. And that was even before that. I mean, that was before the crazy heyday like it is now. I mean, now you got styling. They have sometimes 7 booths, 10 booths. But back then, there was only a few of us that had more than 1 booth. It's crazy.
What are you showing, Chris?
Well,
So
I
I see
have
for the last 12 years, I've been under the 700 outside, maybe 15 years now.
What?
So.
What?
Oh, now I just paid for my thing 2 days ago. So you're not
You
gonna
might know it might be under. What would it be under?
Hero. It should be Heroes. HEROES. Or my name.
He's not going to be.
I just filled out the thing 2 days ago. In fact, no. Val yesterday goes, you gotta fill out the form. I go, yeah. And then he goes, oh, you did. He said, everybody's used to I'm not usually doing it. So he's like, come on. I'm like, and this time I
You
beat him to the punch. Yeah, for once. Because he just said in the text, he's like, you beat me to it.
Damn it! I don't see.
There's no way his name is on there.
I
It's
know. It's worth trying.
There's not a
So
chance.
I'm somewhere.
Yeah. So you have no idea.
I will be the
in
one
here.
who's setting up on Friday morning because my flight doesn't land until 11 p.m. on Thursday night.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I won't be.
No, it
We'll
will
start
start
till
till 2
2
o'clock.
o'clock.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Which
oh,
means
oh,
you
that's
need
good.
no. It starts at 11, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, you know how many times all my
Jimmy's
friends.
already told 2 stories. Same thing, I think.
Do you know how many times people would tell me movies 2 hours, usually a half an hour, but sometimes it was an hour or hour and 10 past the movie time. I was like, hey, yes, I'm here early.
Oh my God.
Nobody's here. It's like they're like, we want you to see previews. I'm like, I've seen the screen before the previews, the trivia questions. I never knew the trivia questions
Oh yeah.
until a couple years ago when they lied to me and I got there early. Yeah.
At least you're on time.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll be in one of these numbered ones over here
Yeah.
somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
Buried in there somewhere. All right.
Yeah, whoever canceled. Whoever couldn't make it, I'm there. So yeah.
All right. Well, so
That's
just for everyone that's
That's how I
gonna be
roll.
there.
So, unfortunately.
Yeah, we had a booth full
Yeah.
of amazing stuff.
Except for San Diego. San Diego, I'll make sure. San Diego, though, I got ready 4 days for the show. Well, 4 days before the show, I shipped 2 pallets from my New Jersey warehouse. And then I flew to Chicago, and I didn't have any time to get the pallet there in time.
Oh.
So I shipped the box, gave 2 boxes to one of my employees who was flying in, and I took 2 boxes on the plane, and I flew to Arizona, rented a 20-foot truck,
Oh my God.
filled up half of it, drove to my warehouse in LA, filled up the other half, and then got down to San Diego. And how we did it all in the same. I flew in a guy that was thank you, Ryan. He's a lifesaver, and he actually made sure I slept because I pulled all nighter to make sure I got all this done. And then he flew in. I flew him in from Atlanta, and then he drove from Phoenix to LA. And then when we got to the warehouse, we filled it up and then had to make sure we got down in time to unload on Monday because we always try to unload on Mondays. And this year they wouldn't let you unload on Monday.
Oh,
They unless you were being charged. So like they were going to charge you per pound, and I know the grid
my
one. So it
God.
cost me probably $3,000, $4,000 to unload on Monday. I'm like, how about no?
oh my God.
Here we go.
So we turned around and went back.
That's
I
ridiculous.
went back
Hands
and I went
down,
back home. Oh.
hands down, the best vintage toys at SDCC this year were Mark Huckabone. The only problem is,
Okay.
I tried stopping by every morning and he was always closed.
Oh, the morning. Well, that answers it. The morning. You know why? Okay. See, now I understand why he didn't see me because they let because they're nice. That they let me stay to because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
They actually let me stay to actually get it prepared properly because so ice was
This
there.
thing's amazing.
Isn't that great? Yeah. That's, yeah.
It's the
It's a
Sherlock. What's his name?
Sherlock Hemlock.
Sherlock
from
Hemlock.
Sesame
Yeah.
Street.
So
So
like was it some?
it's Vicma, Spain. It's so.
Spain. Okay.
So they were distributed. They're sold in Spain and Italy only. And there's 2 version boxes, and this is the other version box in the
Wow. Yeah. Let me give you a bigger screen. All right.
Yeah, I look at that thing.
Yeah. So for him, for that box, so there's light blue boxes, and there's 4 in the set, and I had the light blue boxes for 3 of the 4.
Wow.
So
Like he's always got the greatest like.
those are the AI monsters.
I bet you, my buddy Sam, probably picked up stuff from me.
It's like that's one thing I get. I feel that that's one of the best things ever. That is a Marx 1960s. That Marx made solid color vinyl superhero figures or plastic superhero figures.
Yeah.
That is a display case that would hold 144 pieces.
Wow.
Like I never knew they made a display case for that series, and the fact that it's still all together, like
Wow.
the perforation, and it comes with a header card too. So that's the header card laying on top. So once you perforate like a gum card box, you put the header card in the back.
Wow.
And then so someone broke. There's all like a hole like Superman punched the hole through the box, and the figures came out. They took the figures out that way.
Oh.
But all the pieces are still all the pieces of cardboard are still there, so it could be restored or just repaired real
Yeah.
quickly.
Oh my
But it was
God.
never. But it's still sealed on the top and bottom.
So they just didn't bother
Yeah,
opening it.
yeah, but
How do you open this thing?
Yeah, they just rip it in the back. But the thing is, the fact it's still sealed on top and bottom, and they never perforated the sides. I find it not perforated on the sides
Yeah.
and front. It's like
That's
amazing.
cool.
First of all, I find it in general is amazing because I didn't even know it existed. And that's cool in this business to be in this business for 40 years and
And
see
still find
something that from the 60s or 70s that you never even knew existed.
Well,
That's
so
cool.
something like that you're never gonna really see.
That was
Was
7,500.
Okay.
And actually, it was on eBay this year for 7,000. And the person who had it did a special deal with me. First of all, it was cool. Like I didn't even see it on eBay. I probably would have contacted him. I would have contacted him to buy it to work on a deal with him. But I didn't even know he had it on eBay. I saw him at a show, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell is this? And I left a note at the booth. Like, I need
Because
that.
he wasn't
at it
Yeah,
either.
he wasn't there either.
That's what you vintage guys.
So he wasn't there. And then he came by and called me when he was there, and I ran over it. And then he told me, he's like, I have it on eBay for 7,000, but he's like, I'll work you out a special deal.
I'll give you 7,500.
Yeah, you're right. So he worked out a deal with me, and I put it for 7,500 in the booth. And I did. Actually, I sold the header card from it, but not the box.
What?
Yeah, one of my main customers, he's a really good friend of mine.
Oh.
He's like, I don't know if I want the whole box. He's like, but I definitely want the header card. So I said, okay, fine. You can have the header card for this, and if you decide you want to then buy the full thing later, you can have the full thing for this, and the header card for that. I gave him the option, and he goes, I'll take the header card. So I'm like, good. I'll keep the box back. I'll keep the box myself for a while.
Yeah.
Throw it back in my vault. I'll keep it at home with me. And then when I decided once, I told him, I go, if you say you want it, come to the house and pick it up, or I'll drop it off for you, and then you can have it.
So why do you have warehouses all over the U.S.?
Well, I have a spot in New Jersey just like in New Jersey I keep like the more of the crap, like the extra stuff and stuff like the shelving and the grid and stuff like that. Because if I'm doing New York Comic Con at Javits or anywhere else in New York, I just want to keep like the stuff that I don't need by me. I keep that stuff that is just used for the shelf for like more of the building stuff and plush and crap like that. Right. But also I buy so much in New York. Lots of times I have a place in New Jersey where I can just store stuff until I ship pallets back to the main location.
Okay.
And Arizona is our biggest location. But that's because my brother would do the online sales for me and shipping. So he moved to Phoenix. I had to move to Phoenix. Chicago is where I originally was from. So Chicago, I'm pretty much down. I'm gonna keep down to one little simple thing again. So we just shut down another one. Mm-hmm. So I've got one more to shut down in Chicago, and then and that's it. So I'll keep one small one again for like plush and 90s crap and shit like that, and then just keep like the shelving and stuff like that.
Man.
So then I live in LA. So I'm in LA with my stuff.
Yeah.
My brother does the shipping, the online stuff in Arizona,
Yeah.
and then Chicago and New Jersey is just for shows, just like show stop.
Yeah.
More like I don't want to ship pallets of grid and shelves and stuff, all that crap all the time. And it's this is small enough thing where it's affordable for the year. It's okay.
Is there any besides Four Horsemen? Is there any other companies you're looking forward to checking out their booth?
Four Horsemen are the only thing worth seeing, especially when I go to Vintage Stories. Vintage Stories come see me. Oh, Migo, Marty. I'm gonna say hi to Marty. He's gonna yell at me because I haven't talked to him lately because Marty is in the hospital for 3 days and my brother's in the hospital for a month. Sorry, but it's been a grueling few months. I'll explain to you when I see you. But yeah, so I gotta say hi to Marty, of course. So and I got a lot of friends that say hi, but Four Horsemen is the only. No.
I'm gonna have to correct you on that because when you're at Four Horsemen, right across from Four Horsemen, you shall find myself.
Oh,
D13 Toys.
I'll see you too. Well, that's the first time I met you. So
Yeah,
now I know.
there you go.
Always Zolo. I gotta see Mike.
Yeah. All you have to do is look over from Four Horsemen. Just look over and go, hey guys.
And I have to do my charity work and go see Mike Zolo World. And he knows what I need. Crazy man. So
yeah, Mike's cool. Mike's cool.
You're done.
Okay.
Repackage.
Okay,
stuff.
I can do that in a
We're gonna
minute.
do it in a few minutes.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thanks.
So actually, for my job here, I do production management, all the development and production with China and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I used to do that for NECA. Diego used to work for NECA.
Randy, okay, you know what, Randy? Okay, I was just gonna take Randy to go see Metallica, Kirk at Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
And then they bought account tickets, and Shelly's awesome. Shelly, you're amazing. So they're gonna help me get friends and family tickets. But then she found out the portal was already closed, so I had to call Randy to tell him sorry. She told me yes, but she can't, so I can't buy you a friends and family thing. So now I'm trying to maybe fly him into. I'm gonna try to take him September 1st or 3rd to Phoenix. So I even told my fly him in. He's like, you don't have to fly me in. I'm like, no, Randy, I love Randy. Randy Falk is amazing now. So is he gonna be at PowerCon? Or is he?
No,
Oh,
Randy's not going to be at PowerCon.
NECA's going to be there.
Oh, yeah, next game, yeah. But I think
I think Steph and
yeah.
Is your stuff in the right pile out here? We're loading the last van right now. If your stuff's not in the pile, it's not getting in the truck.
All right, you want to talk with
And the show.
for a minute? Oh, come on! Oh, George hates fun.
We gotta pack the truck.
All right.
George,
Do you want me to show the
Wait.
stuff?
George's beard
Yeah, you
is
talk with him for a
fighting
few
with
minutes.
George, so he's got to go.
I'll let you guys.
Diego's going to talk with you for a few minutes.
All right,
You chill.
Oh, but I got to pack too because Jim just told me. Jim told me I got to finish.
All right.
Shut him up.
I'll say we have 5 minutes. I got
Die.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be right back. I only have 4 boxes, and I know exactly what they are.
Okay.
So that guy's who's that one? That lizard guy.
Oh, that's the Snizzard.
That's the
Snizzard from Power Rangers.
I want this one.
Dude, it was the best thing I bought on Prime Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was like $12.
Okay, I bought 8 of this is from Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay, I love this costume. I bought 8 of the original costumes.
Oh,
I
really?
got them from ABC, and they did an auction probably about 15 years ago. And my buddy Alex Bickmore, thank you, Alex, for that one. He went ahead and he turned me on to the auction. So we bought, I think, 8 or 9. We got 14 costumes in total. And it's, I lived in LA. I was living in LA. So Alex was like, they won't ship them. Keep giving them for me. So we picked them all up, and then we eventually trucked them out to Alex in Chicago. So he turned me on to it. So then my roommate and I at the time we bought, I think, 9 of them. I think it was 9. Alex, I think we got 14 total. So Alex, I think, got 5, and we got the other 9, or maybe 16, 6, and 10, whatever it was. But anyway, so I had a bunch of the costumes in my warehouse. In fact, the one time we filmed one episode of Toy Hunter was at my old LA warehouse, and there's all the costumes lined up in the thing too. And so I think I have 2 left. And I had the Mantis, which is now in Las Vegas, in my buddy's store in Las Vegas.
That's cool.
But yeah, so and I sold some other ones at the prop store, which they probably should have. I don't know if they auction off yet or they will be. But it's kind of cool. But this one, I would have been all over this one.
Oh, yeah. I saw them online and I was like, that's so weird. That's so wacky. Like,
This is great. Who's making these now?
Hasbro.
These are Hasbro?
Yeah. Hasbro.
Wow, I'm impressed.
All right.
Yeah, these are great.
Look, check this out too. Yeah, there's a little feature.
Oh, come on.
Gotta pop it out.
Oh, from the other the costumes were?
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Hey, this guy's pretty cool. So wait, so he's only $12 on Prime Day?
On Prime Day, yeah, he was only $12. Yeah.
Wow, I would have bought these. You should have told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Next
Well,
time.
now I know.
Right?
Now we know each other.
That's great.
So, what are some of the more contemporary stuff you sell besides vintage? Like, how recent do you go?
I go for as old as '60s, and then I go to current.
All right.
I like the
Okay.
current stuff you got. Like usually Comic-Cons, I try to do like the new plush. Of course, I've been actually behind for 2 years on my plush. But what we do is I have a 30-foot booth at San Diego, so we have the whole outside. I have capes and like hats and T-shirts. Well, not really T-shirts because of style, but I'll do some stuff like that. I'll do more like scarves, gloves, like the hats. Like the winter hats. It's summertime or something. We create people. Weird stuff people like keychains. So I do plush and all that stuff on the outside.
Okay.
And then the inside, we do shelves from the floor to literally 9 feet high, and it's all vintage old stuff on the inside and shelves.
All right.
So and then there are the wall cases outside the front with like the higher end older stuff. So I try to do anything from $5 to like 10,000, 20,000 euros. I try to do a nice wide range.
Something for everybody.
Yeah. So lots of things that the parents are bringing their kids, and they'll buy the plush for them, and then they come inside and it's like see all the stuff they had as a kid. So it's kind of cool.
All right. Well,
And for toys, I mean, but also for toys too. There's some of the contemporary, all the new stuff now is kicking.
oh yeah.
So
I mean,
the detail that it's like because finally we're all grown up now, and now we're working for the toy companies or owning the toy companies and doing this stuff. So now we're making the toys that we were supposed to have been done.
exactly.
Yeah, when they didn't look the way they were supposed to when we were kids, we're like, okay. Same thing with the movies. Think of all the superhero movies and everything now. All the Marvel movies kicking butt is because the people working on them now, the ones that grew up with the original comics and the toys, and we envisioned it as we were reading the books and seeing the cartoons. We envisioned how it should be, and that's why they're so superior now because it's like the ones that we have a passion for.
I mean, it's the same with like mythic legions. Like
Yes.
Eric, has come up with these ideas ever since he was a kid, and like now with like the years of experience and all that, he's put it together.
And Eric is bow down the most insane. I say my friend Ray, Eric. Those have to be the two best sculptors on the planet Earth. Earth. That's what I'm to tell you. Eric is bow down. So yeah.
Have you ever sold any Four Horsemen products for a good chunk of change? Or like what was like one of your best sells that was Four Horsemen related? It doesn't have to be.
Oh, some of the Masters figures. Because actually, it was, I told them years ago too. The classic series and all the retro series, they're good, but they're never as good as the original line until Four Horsemen did the Masters Universe. Because for a while there, I was selling the classic Masters Universe classics, the Horsemen sculpting for more than the originals.
Wow,
and that's crazy. You look at some of the Marvel Legends stuff. Some of that stuff's pretty decent, and the DC multiverse. But they never, like in Star Wars, they've redone the Star Wars figures, but the new stuff does not surpass the old. But there was like a 4 to 5 year stretch where the Master Universe classics were selling higher than I was getting more for Tricops than I could for original Tricops.
Wow.
And Trapjaw and Beastman. I was getting more money for those and Skeletor, the original Skeletor.
Oh yeah.
I was getting the classic Skeletor was selling for more than, unless it was an 8-back Skeletor. I was getting more than for the 12-back ones. I was getting more for the classics than I was the old ones, which is crazy. It's shocking.
And I mean, it's part of the reason why the Four Horsemen have been a big part of PowerCon because they're such like a name in that franchise.
They were a power. That's force that to be reckoned with.
And I mean, actually, that's a nice segue. For PowerCon, we have a couple preview figures that we're gonna have at the show. We're gonna have Operative, who has a color scheme that some people might find familiar.
Yeah, right.
And then we have Scourge.
Wow, this is my favorite.
Yeah,
that's right.
And we're gonna have them at the show in limited quantities.
All right, I have to make sure I get mine.
Yeah.
Right.
These are gonna be the figures themselves are the same figures that you're gonna get if you pre-order Outpost Zaxius, but if you get these at PowerCon, these are in different packaging, so it makes a difference.
What a miss.
We're going over the show.
Okay, I just have this. Did Eric do this one? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, this kind of looks like old school lizard. like the '60s Spider-Man lizard a little bit.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's got, there's a couple other elements and other characters in it, but it's got that little lizard and shit. I like
Yeah,
this.
That's true.
This one I must have for myself.
Oh.
I need one of these.
I think I know a
I
guy.
need one of these now. I need one of these now to bring with me.
So if you're going to be at PowerCon, you can get a set of these from us, from Four Horsemen, if you get online early enough. And we're going to have a limited amount for every day. So definitely come by
And
the
if you buy
booth.
these at Four Horsemen, we'll give you a piece of George's beard for free. Free.
Well, he's
I'll
gonna
cut
be
it out
checking you.
personally.
They'll be checking you out, so
I'll tape it
we'll
to
pull
the
a
box.
strand.
Pull,
With every,
pull one
Yeah.
strand with every customer.
And I'll tape it on the box for you.
and they're only being sold as a set. So
I guess I have to bring
So,
both.
yeah.
I guess I have to buy both of them now.
Yeah. you can only get them as a set at the show.
And how much are they?
It's going to be $120 for the set. $120
Okay.
for the set. So you're going to get these awesome
You get
figures.
2 pieces of George hair. 2.
1%.
Yes, that's
And-
right. Oh wait, he says 1%. We
One for the top and one for the bottom.
1 gray, 1 color. Oh, sorry.
Exclusive packaging. And yeah. And aside from what we have at our booth, at PowerCon's booth, you'll have the exclusive that we made for them,
Ooh, this. Oh, I love
the Mistros.
Yes.
Is that right? I'm proud of you.
Mistros.
I keep wanting to call them the Mistrios. But
Yeah,
it's
I
the
know.
Mistros.
Oh, I love this. The
So,
Yeah.
The
Is that glow? Is
Mistros.
No, just translucent.
No, it's just
That's
translucent.
exclusive to that PowerCon set.
No, I need this one now too.
He'll come out.
Beep. I want this
That one might be harder to get.
I want
Those
this
were
one.
pre-sold.
What you just said now. We gotta find a way. I need one.
So
I think I know a guy.
Yeah, right. That's good.
those figures are being sold at the PowerCon booth. We aren't selling them. Don't get in line for them for
PowerCon booth. PowerCon booth.
So yeah, and if you ordered these online and you're getting them in the mail, if you have any issues with them, you have to contact PowerCon.
Oops, I'm getting some of them.
Okay.
It's a pleasure. Hey, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
sir. Thank you. Right.
We're gonna have you on the show again.
Yeah, I'll come back here and see you guys.
When he's hitting his
Bye.
warehouse in New Jersey.
That's right. Yeah, next time I'm in New Jersey. Which actually I'll be in New Jersey next. I'll be back next Thursday for a week. I got another client to go see.
All right.
Take care.
Maybe we do a road trip and we'll do a live show.
So the Mistros again. If you ordered it online, it was through PowerCon, not through us, and there's nothing that we can do to fix any issues you have with that order because that was with PowerCon. So do that. But if you're going to the show and you want it, go to the PowerCon exclusive booth.
Want it? You got it.
I'm not
You got
sure
it.
exactly what their method is of selling them.
I mean, I don't know if.
I don't know if they're pre-sold already
Yeah.
or
well,
what.
most of them are pre-sold. They may have some
They
available
might have some.
in person, but I don't really know for sure. But these will be available in person.
Yes.
So you just come on and get them. Come on down. Crazy 80s, crazy prices at crazy 4 horsemen. Crazy.
And as we said, the figures are the same, but the packaging is going to be different on the main release.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And then for Scourge, there'll be something like the heads will be swapped, and probably this image, the hollow image, will be with the other head or something like that. There's gonna be some small changes, some little things.
The
like
back will be different.
that. Yeah,
Um,
it will be because it'll have all the the new characters on there too.
so if you are a super completist, pick these up at PowerCon.
Mhm.
We're trying to make sure that there's enough for every day. Every day.
Bonus points if you pick them up at PowerCon and do this. All right. Is that everything? Because we gotta get going.
I think that is everything.
We got a lot to do.
We got a lot to do,
Yeah.
and you guys need help with some. Yep. So yeah, we have a lot to do,
Yeah.
and
And
not a lot of time to do it.
we got a show. We got a
Yeah.
show to get to.
So
So, yeah.
we're gonna end this show to get ready for the show this week.
And then maybe we'll have a live show at the show. Who knows?
Maybe via the hotel room PowerCon nights.
Maybe I'll do a show from my booth looking at the Horseman booth.
looking at George and myself.
I'll be looking at you guys and narrating and kind of bad lip reading what the people are talking to you guys about. That's what it's going to be.
All right. that. That'd be funny.
All
All right, guys.
All right.
We'll see you next time. And
See you at Pecan.
bye.
Road to Pecan. Bye.